So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. I am back again. For the practice 2 that has been watched on for the Formula 1 Dutch Grand Prix. Why is it not showing how many people don't watch them? Okay, never mind. But doesn't matter about that. But yeah, just the same as practice 1, really. Same as practice 1. All these drivers will be doing the one simulators. The Dark Jones that came over. It has been raining over there as well. It has been raining. And after that, the wet and intermediate tyres are now turned into pure. Along with the soft, mediums, and hard compound tyres, which are the dry tyres. So, once then, this bit for Watchalong really, while this practice 2 session's done on, and we will be, well, I'll be looking at the remaining races, the remaining Grand Prix, who they suit more, Lando Norris or Piastri, and I will be calculating that as well. There we go, that's better. That's better. I was just sorting something out there. But yeah, we're just waiting for practice 2 to get underway. 2 more minutes until practice 2 get underway. This will dub on to 4 PM, and then once then I can have a bit of a few hours rest, can't I? I can have a few hours rest on from streaming until I do the SFS burn and Watchalong. I need to see the weather conditions here. I wonder if it's the track is now tried up again. What are they on here? Yeah, they're still on the dry tyres, all the cards, despite there has been a few drops of rain at Sandford. The track has tried up again for practice 2. Few cars are on the medium tyres. A couple of cars on the hard compound tyres for their stints on practice 2. So another hour of practice session. I will be live tomorrow morning as well for practice 3, and then the juicy stuff, which is qualifying when it really does matter. So feel free to talk about anything in the comments and I will reply. I know some mutants be like, oh, focus on the practice session. It's a Watchalong. Why not? It's a Watchalong while this is going on as well. And you know what? We'll go straight into the remaining tracks, the remaining circuits that we have to head to in F1 this F1 season. It's all about Norris and Piastri, isn't it? The title race between them two. What remaining tracks will suit the title contenders Norris and Piastri? So this is what I'm thinking. I think Netherlands should suit Lando Norris, in my opinion. I think Italy should suit Lando Norris as well. I think Azerbaijan should suit Piastri. Singapore, I think, should suit Norris then. The United States, which is a sprint weekend, should suit Piastri, does well in sprints. Mexico, I don't for Norris. Brazil, don't for Piastri. Brazil's another sprint race. Las Vegas, Norris. Qatar is another sprint weekend as well, so I think that should suit Piastri as well. And I think Abu Dhabi should suit Lando Norris, in my opinion. I'm not saying they'll win them 4-3s, but they'll suit them tracks in terms of trying to get points above their title rivals. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're gonna win them 4-3s because anything can happen. And I do feel there's going to be a teardown at some point between Norris and Piastri where my calculations will be one straight away because there's going to be 1-2-3 where chaos will happen between Norris and Piastri and they'll probably end up taking each other out as we're getting closer and closer to the finale as well, as it is 10 races remaining. And I tell you what, it is quite dark. The clouds quite dark over there at Sanford. So they're basing my predictions on like who suits the remaining circuits, and I've done my calculation, my final title prediction. By the way, it's not going to be, even though I did my calculations, this is only if they win the remaining 4-3s. So this is basically my predictions here. Is them winning the 4-3, not them finishing outside the top spot. So my final title prediction I have done for Lando Norris. I'm sticking with my start the season prediction of Lando Norris to win the title. It's gonna be fucking close. I'm telling you now, it is gonna be close. And it could be one of them where I think Lando Norris may get favoured in the end by his team. I hope it doesn't come down to that. I just hope it comes down to the best driver, in my opinion. None of this, or this driver doesn't get favoured because of this and all that, because he was at McLaren first. But it's done all the way, people. I reckon it's done all the way to the final race of the season. And I think it's going to end so close as well, in terms of the point stack as well. I just feel Lando Norris was kind of in the title race, wasn't he, last season? So he does have some kind of experience, Norris, in terms of being in the yearly title race. Look, last season was not a title race for me. Norris was still closing the gap down on Max Verstappen. It was still going to be a hell of a task to close that gap down and make it streaky bum time. So this is like the first proper title challenge for Lando Norris, really. But Lando Norris did well second half of last season, didn't he? Second half of last season, and it's a hard one to call. It's a hard one to call. I feel Piastri. I feel Piastri will hold it mentally together. I feel Norris will feel the pressure on the Piastri because Norris has been in the title race last season, while Piastri hasn't. As Alonso is calling him as an A behind, but that in the way. But it's a hard one, ain't it? It is a hard one. I think there will be twists and turns in this title race as well between the two of them. But I reckon it could go either way, to be honest with you. But I'm just sticking with my start of the season prediction of Lando Norris. I said all the pressure will be on Lando Norris, and he needs to win it more as well. Lando Norris needs to win it because he put all the pressure on himself this season. Piastri doesn't have that pressure because all the media pressure is on Lando Norris. Because the media want to make out he was in the title race with Max Verstappen last season, but he actually wasn't. It was closing the gap. But he's often done so far, Norris. But I did say that though. I did say Norris would win in Zandvoort. It's a track that suits him. So Lando Norris used to be, well, practice one he was the quickest, wasn't he? And he used to be the quickest so far in practice two. Bid up to Cal. Hello then, mate. Hope you're well. You'll be saying that quite a few times in the next coming days with the Watchalongs I've got coming up. You'll be saying that again tonight for Leicester first Burnham, where it will be on US 2 watts, people. My baller. 2 watts. None of this Ben Dorrit. He's a scrub. US 2 mats is way better than Ben Dorrit. Cheers. Get the towns out. Bortoletto and Hulkenberg are on the soft tyres, so it's not a shock that they are quite close to Lando Norris in terms of the timings. But that just tells you everything, doesn't it? That Norris, still on a medium tyre, is still quicker than those on soft tyres. Max Verstappen is on the hard compound tyre for the stint. Goes up to fourth. Yeah, for sure, a busy schedule. But yeah, that's my final title prediction. And the remaining tracks, who suits the remaining tracks as well. So we'll go through it. Oh my god, this is so slow. We'll go through one more time. So I think Norris will suit Netherlands, which is where we are this weekend. I think Norris will win in Italy as well. Oh, well, principal Piastri in Italy. Piastri, Azerbaijan, Norris, Singapore. Piastri, United States and Brazil. Norris, Mexico. Norris, Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi. And I think Piastri in Qatar. Obviously, Qatar, Brazil and the United States are sprint weekends, which suit Oscar Piastri. While Lando Norris suits the rest of the Formula 3, in my opinion, apart from obviously Azerbaijan. Ollie Berman just got the quickest first sector, and he does cricket ahead of Lando Norris. But yeah, like I said, I think Lando Norris just wins it for me. I think he just wins the title, in my opinion. Because Piastri hasn't got that experience of being the title race. I know I keep repeating myself last season. Lando Norris was kind of in the title race, but it was still a massive act to close that gap down with Max Verstappen, despite he did have momentum until the Brazilian Grand Prix, and that was that. Oh, whoa, yellow flag. It's a red flag, Lance Stroll. I hope he's okay. That is nasty. Oh my God. That's a nasty class. Oh, dud. He's okay. Look at the state of that car if you're watching it. Look at the state of that car, Lance Stroll, after that crash. But thank God he's okay. He is okay. Thanks to the Halo system, which was introduced in 2016, I think it was. The Halo system was introduced. And what you saw is a red flag. What a mess. That car is a mess. But thanks to the Halo system, without that Halo system, he would have been fucked. Let's see what happens here. The replay. Yeah, I think he would have been alright still without the Halo system. He just knocked up, didn't he? He knocked up, down around that bendy turn, and the side of the car just crashed into the barriers. But with the state of the car, it looks a mess with the state of the car. But he's okay, which is very good to see. And luckily for Aston Martin, they should get that car fixed in time tomorrow for qualifying. I don't really think they need to fix it for practice 3 in this easy door with 19 drivers for tomorrow morning for practice 3. But for qualifying, they should be able to get that fixed for qualifying. But yeah, thank God he's alright. Even with the Halo system, people, even with that safety, we still see bad crashes. We have seen drivers still get injured as well with the Halo system as well. Obviously, the Halo system will be in the new cars next year. Obviously, the UF1 cars are done being much smaller than these cars, which is very good. Especially making the cars more smaller is fantastic news for the Monaco Grand Prix, where we'll see more overtaken with the cars being smaller. So basically, next year's cars are basically going to be F2 cars, basically. Nothing much different compared to an F2 car. And apparently, the cars are going to be even more quicker. Well, not shit show off because the cars are smaller, so you would expect it to be more quicker. Again, I wouldn't judge on practice sessions, different setups. Unless the McLarens are the quickest in practice, then that is obviously your safe prediction for every Grand Prix. Look at the state of that barrier as well. That crash. Obviously, that barrier need fixing as well. obviously, we have had deaths in F1. We had Dodd Westaway and Senna, which was way before my lifetime. We had Charles Bianchi in, was it 2015? Charles Bianchi in Marussia. I think it was a Japanese Grand Prix. And I think he ended up passing into that four-hectare thing as well. So God rest his soul as well. I don't know if it was 2015. I see it might have been earlier than that. They've got the Aston Martin car now out of the track. And this is on the field. It's on the field if anyone wants to sit in it. George Russell having the stint on a hard compound tyre. See, some of these drivers are going to be doing different simulators. That's the point of practice sessions. Some of them will be doing a qualifying simulator. Some of them will be doing a race simulator. Tyre management, delta management. The track simulator, as well. So there's going to be a lot of different simulators going on with all these drivers. But like I keep saying, qualifying and the race is where it all matters. This is why I'm saying this is more of a chat-along, to be honest with you. They're just showing you the replay. Yeah, he just knocked up, didn't he? Lance Stroll just knocked up. It's very hard when you're knocking up, especially on that turn as well. It's a nightmare to knock up on that turn. Look at that. Look at that. Max Verstappen stopped his car to check if Lance Stroll was all right. Oh, but no, we hate Max Verstappen. Ooh, he's a what and all that. Yes, Max Verstappen said he was okay. Lewis Hamilton didn't do that in the British Grand Prix in 2021. Lewis Hamilton just drove on. Lewis Hamilton just said, he's too aggressive, man. Yes, Max Verstappen stopped. Obviously, I'm not saying Lewis Hamilton doesn't do that, but he didn't do it in the British Grand Prix when that incident happened. What's the chat saying? Then? Apparently Napier trying to get Colin Maynard. Contes is obsessed with weird players. Stop McTominay, B. Dilmore, Bean. He literally signs shit players. But guess what? He makes them into fucking title winners. Victor Moses, remember that at Chelsea? By the way, Victor Moses is not a bad winder, but he developed him into a fucking white wing back and they won the league. Conte signs weird players, man. He signs weird players, but he makes them into fucking title winners. So he'll probably win the league. He'll probably win Serie A with Conte at Napier. Toby Manu. See, I don't think Manu's bad, to be honest with you. I don't think he's bad. But the problem with Toby Manu is Manchester United hyped him up too much. A bit same with Chelsea. Manu and Dilmore, they're the same level. how the fuck does he do this? It's like with fucking. It's like with Fitzgerald and Michael Edwards. How the hell do we get 25 million for Ben Doherty when all he has is pace? That's it. Same with Ryan Brewster, Jordan Ibe as well. Does the yes have to go on? And there would have been someone else as well we would have sold. Bobby Clark. You know what? I actually wait Bobby Clark though. Bobby Clark, I did wait him. But Bobby Clark did the right thing though for his career. Get more game time at Salzburg. 10 million. It's done me the same with US Kumas as well. I do rate Kumas though. Ben Doherty, 25 million. That is absolutely ridiculous. I can't lie. People are like, oh, but he's good. Look at his snow spell at Middlesbrough or wherever it was. Oh, that's what. Did he achieve anything? No, he didn't. I'm not saying Ben Doherty's bad, but he's okay. He's average. He's bad average. He'll probably do well at Bournemouth, though. He'll probably do well at Bournemouth because they play with pacey players. It has resumed, by the way, the practice session after that class. Remember Ryan Brewster? Remember Ryan Brewster, the next Kylian Mbappe, according to our fan base? How his career has fallen massively. The next Kylian Mbappe, our own Kylian Mbappe, yeah, he didn't even fucking play for us. Brewster didn't even play for us at all. I can't even remember any appearances he made. Apart from Arsenal, was it Arsenal 5-5 in the Carabao Cup? That's the only one on the top of my head. He's just improving the Premier League level, and so that's a risky sign for that much. This is why I said use two maths. This is why I said use two maths is a good sign for Burnham. He's already had that experience in the Championship with Stoke last season, two maths. And he's going to be playing for a Burnham team who have high ambitions and targeted and back-to-back promotions. With the buds that they've got, the squad they've got as well. But Burnham's squad's ridiculous, by the way. Damari Prey, Teodoro from Celtic, who used to play for Celtic. Baller, by the way, that Teodoro. Two maths. The list goes on in that Burnham squad. You'll see it tonight when I do the Watchalong for it. This is a ridiculous squad. Should be decent game though, that one. Yes, to Burnham, because I wouldn't really write yes off. Because of Yes' problems at the moment. But still, Yes has still got the squad to still be in the playoffs, in my opinion, at Yates. But I just think with everything that's happening on the top of the football club, like Yes, the problems at the moment, it's having a bit of an effect on the pitch. If Yes didn't have that, I would actually go for Yes to win the league. Well, just go straight back up. Oh, there's another yellow card. Track hazard. Isaac Hadger has no power. Stop the car. So Isaac Hadger has to DNF. He has lost power in his car. Bring me more power. That's trying to be my Palpatine, Emperor Palpatine accent. Not bad. Not a bad accent, but not great either. Virtual safety car for that. Burnham have a good team. Beer, former Arsenal man as well. Surprised he stayed with them at League One. I remember Beer, Christian Beer. I just remember that clip from Jordan Ty. I think it was before the Arsenal versus Liverpool game 2016-17 season, when it was the video where Ty said, I think we could win the quadruple and all that. And I think Ty said straight away, it's not done the way we wanted in the transfer window. We may have to dip in the market and all that. And he always calls them by the first names. Just call them by the last names, because anyone can be called Christian. But yeah, white move for Christian Bale. But I do agree with you. I thought Bale would have went to a foreign club instead of Burnham. That was decent, to be fair. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take decent. Bring me more power. But I'm not done the eye to Star Wars though. Stop overusing Palpatine, please. Stop overusing him. He's yeti in every episode, Palpatine, of Star Wars. I think, apart from the Force Awakens and the Last Jedi one. Stop overusing him. I can't lie. The Rise of Skywalker, well, the most recent one. As much as we're all happy to see Palpatine back, he kind of got ruined, didn't he? Let's be real. With the story making, I can't lie. I remember that missing because God rest his soul. I wonder what Claude would be thinking with all this top Dooners versus negative Dooners with the Mikel Arteta. With Mikel Arteta as well. Claude, honestly, Claude would have been Arteta out. Trust me. Yes, we will. He was Arsene Wenger out, Claude. Even though Arsenal finished second behind Yetzer when they were in the title race until the final 2 months of the season, and Arsenal fell off in that title race. He was still Arsene Wenger out because Claude knew there was an opportunity to win the Premier League. No disrespect to Yetzer. The opportunity was there, but I remember when Yetzer won the league. I actually took the piss out of rival fans saying, "Way!" I took a piss out of rival fans saying how embarrassing, but I couldn't talk with her. I couldn't talk as a Liverpool fan, but I'm shameless. I just said we weren't expecting to be in it. What are these comments saying? 30 minutes, yeah? Yeah, he's overused for sure. Main focus should have been on Kyle when, but they've ruined Palpatine 100%. Agreed. I can see him. He's been he's been here long enough, and we ain't had a sniff out of bloody trophy. It's time to go. He would have even took the FA Cup and the League Cup as well. Claude was actually celebrating the FA Cup win as well when he wanted Vendo out. He still celebrated it. Because guess what, people? It's a fucking trophy. Who would have thought? Like, I'm not bothered about the FA Trophy. As a Carlisle fan, I'm not bothered about the FA Trophy. Because it is, at least it's a real tournament though, on like the National League Cup and the EFL Trophy. None of this under 21s nonsense. FA Trophy is proper trophy. A class between all the non-league sides, where you. But I would only take the FA Trophy if it meant we get promoted as well. Otherwise, it's still a bad season. It's still a failure of the season despite winning the FA Trophy. Because at the end of the day, it is a trophy, but the standards are different between the Premier League and the EFL clubs. The EFL clubs are mainly targeted promotion, aren't they? Mainly targeted promotion or staying up or whatever. With Carlisle, they need to get promoted. That's why I don't care much about the FA Trophy. I think that I don't know if the FA Trophy is before the season ends or after the season ends. If it's after the season ends, then it's a bonus for me, innit? Let's be real. Exactly, I wish Arteta took the FA Cup and Carabao Cup more seriously. Still trophies for us say. We want to win all of them. And by the way, Arsenal have the squad to win the FA Cup and the EA Cup. Actually, the last couple of seasons when Arsenal were on that process, were progressing, because they were progressing from 21-22. They still had the squad to win the cup competition. How can Crystal Palace win the FA Cup? There's no Stoots. How can Crystal Palace win the FA Cup and Arsenal can't when Arsenal have the better squad than Crystal Palace? That's a prime example. But you know why? Mikel Arteta doesn't take FA Cup and League Cup seriously. He wants to throw everything into the Premier League and the Champions League. And then that's when you end up with nothing. In the end. Oh dear, Lewis Houndson's showing down now. What's happened to Houndson? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Has Houndson slowed down, or is he just warming up? Why, we don't get a replay here. Replay of Houndson. Let's see what happened here. Yep, he spun. Oh my days. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Just when you thought the summer break might have helped Houndson, clear his head out. Practice 1, he spins. Practice 2, he spins. Oh dear. Hoping birds don't Twitter, by the way. Fernando Alonso is on the Twitter. Oh my god, he's getting ruined here. Oh, thank God. Alonso will be happy about that. Because the Williams driver was shown down in front of him while Alonso was doing full cuts. But as Alonso said on team radio, "Dud ya, my fucking daughter, love him." he don't care, Alonso. He don't care. Whenever he puts it up, and he's like, "Dud ya." Over 40 years old, still enjoying it, Alonso. Still enjoying it. As Lando Norris spoils a party in those crickets. Agreed. We had the death threat for fuck's sake. Exactly. And it's not just that. winning the FA Cup or League Cup actually gives you that fucking winning feeling. That winning feeling. Okay, it didn't go well for Jurgen afterwards, after we won the League Cup. After we won the League Cup, it just went downhill after that League Cup win for Jurgen in his final season. But when Jurgen won the League Cup the first time, we ended up winning the FA Cup as well. And we were only 1 foot away from competing in the quadruple as well. We were in the final against Real Madrid, and we went to the final day against Man City. I still remember that as one of the great seasons as a Liverpool fan. Yes, we didn't win the Premier League and the Champions League, but we still won a domestic cup double. And we were still competing on all 4 fronts. (2018-19), I will remember that. I will remember that as a Liverpool fan. Heartbreaking, 2018-19, to miss out with that amount of points total, 97 points, and you miss out on a title. How crazy that is. 21-22 as well. Aston Villa were pretty 2-0 up on the final day against City as well. And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, no way this is happening. And then City, I think City scored 3 in like fucking 5 minutes. And I was like, yeah, that's it. But that's City for you. When they're at the bets. Don't even rule them out, even with 5 minutes to go. So 22 minutes remaining. Current standings are Norris, Alonso, Piastri, Russell, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Hulkenberg, Berman, Borzietto, Ocon, Verstappen, Sainz, Norton, Albon, Stroll, Dazi, Antonelli, Colpinto, and Hadjar. But Max Verstappen will move a few paces with this lap time, as he does up to 5th place, 5/10 off. Oh, someone's done off. And it is the Williams driver off. Is it the Williams? Alex Albon. Alex Albon does not have joy here, does he? I swear, was it last year or the year before? He crashed out as well. But in qualifying. A lot of drivers are up and up, aren't they? A lot of drivers are up and up and down into the barriers and into the gravel. So it's a red flag. Alex Albon's crash is not as serious as Jan Stroll's was. Just a yellow cross into the barrier. Stuck in the gravel as well. And that'll be the end of Alex Albon's practice session. Let's see if there's any more transfer news. Watchalong competes medical at Newcastle. Ahead of a club record 69-3. Hey, 69, hey. Why am I doing that? And stuff that. Chelsea are in talks with Brighton over the on signing off Fantondo, but Bonanotte. Weird signing. But that's what's going to happen. He's under Strasbourg, isn't he? But Bonanotte's under Strasbourg. But then if it's a loan signing, why had it? Yeah, bit of a weird signing, that one. Crystal Palace have signed Jeremy Pino. Baller. What a baller he is. Absolute baller. I do watch I Need a Football. I Need a Football, people. He's a baller, Pino. And I think it's perfect for Crystal Palace. Yeremy Pino can play on the left wing, Ismail Sarr on the right wing. Palace have done unnoticed as well. They seem to replace players well. Like with Saha and all of them. Everyone thought Palace would be done after Saha left, and they still replaced them well. Sarr coming in for Saha. And Crystal Palace close to signing a centre back as well, aren't they? Close to signing, I've forgotten his name now, the centre back from Toulouse, which is a Matt Dahy replacement. Yes, for real, it is. It is a Dahy replacement. How can Oliver Carson say Matt Dahy is impossible to replace and then they're so close to signing a centre back? But yeah, 18 minutes remaining, anyways, of this practice 2 session. Showing you a replay of George Russell turning into the pit again. Oh, fucking hell. The McCowan did a U-turn. Turning into the pits, and George Russell almost crossed into him. That's Nazi, that. Why would you do that? Oh, they did touch. They did. Piastri and Russell did touch in the pit, yeah. What was Piastri doing? That's poor from the mechanics, by the way. It's actually not Piastri's fault. It actually isn't Piastri's fault. It's actually the mechanics' fault. Why did the mechanics say to Piastri, "Oh no, this is not your yen. This is not your yen," when they knew a car was pretty coming in George Russell? That's poor. That is poor from the mechanics. They sort of said wait, get George Russell door by, but instead they had a little bit of contact in the pit lane, all thanks to the mechanics. Obviously, Piastri drove into the 1-1. He drove into Lando Norris's pit lane. Also, Piastri's next Grand Prix victory will see him tie with his manager, Mark Webber. Wins of 9 races. So it's done to an advert break. I will be right back. Madness. Even, how the hell is Rasmus Højlund done to Nappy? Fucking hell. Conte signs trained players. I know what the funny thing is. Rasmus Højlund will actually do well. Will do well on Nappy as well. Conte, he pretty messed them to well beaters. Matommy, Dilmore, Byrne, Højlund. How the hell does he do it? He would even make Nicholas Jackson do a pretty well beater. And that's saying something, isn't it? Kostas Simitas. Here we do soon for Kostas Simitas straight loan to Roma. On a straight loan deal. Why can't we just not sell him? Simitas don't have a future at Liverpool. He doesn't have a future at Liverpool, but the thing with Simitas is it's a good move for him because again he's thinking about the World Cup with tweets, and he's done that games at Roma. He'll probably be the starting left back for Roma. And then another car starting the way off another car doing a flying up. Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes Davids obviously signed the contract with Cadillac F1 team alongside Sergio Perez. But yeah, Simitas to Roma. I don't know why it can't be a permanent deal. Just be a permanent deal, for God's sake. Stop just messing around. Yes, Liverpool are thinking Robertson might be heading out at the end of the season, and then we can bring Simitas back in. I don't know, maybe something like that. But then Oimbeck is out on loan as well. Alonso out on loan. So yeah, I don't know what could happen with Simitas, to be honest with you. But he's off to Roma. He's off to Roma on a straight loan deal. Petty incident involving Piastri and Russell will be investigated after the session. Oh dear, might not be good news at all. But it's not the thing is though, it's not the driver's fault though, is it? Let's be real. It's not the driver's fault, it's the mechanics should be doing better. The key saw Russell coming, and then he said to Piastri, oh yeah, drive there. I mean, Simitas, he did a job, didn't he? He did a job as backup left back at Liverpool, but Prix Alberto Moreno for me, he can be quite erratic. It's a Prix Alberto Moreno, but it's the better version than Alberto Moreno. He was never good enough to be a starter, Simitas, let's be real. Calling him a tweet stouter and all this nonsense. I mean, why? Why is he the tweet stouter? His moment of his career is stolen the winning penalty in their top final against Chelsea, proper Chelsea. So, got 9 more minutes remaining. it's done quite quick. I can't lie, practice 1 went quite slow. I can't lie. While practice 2 was done quite quick. Maybe because the timer was going on when the crashes and incidents happened. Even though it's only practice, people should be looking out for Alonso, you know. Alonso, the gap between Norris and Alonso timings is 0.087. And Alonso's splitting the 2 McLarens here in practice too. I'm not saying Alonso doesn't do that in qualifying. Of course not. But you won't be shocked. That this showing you the gap between Max Verstappen and George Russell in the Drivers' Championship. Verstappen 187 points, Russell 172. Verstappen is the defending champion. But let's be real, Max Verstappen has tried his best, hasn't he, this season. Max Verstappen then to 2 McLarens, but the 2 McLarens are so dominant. Just not the dominant half for me. By the way, if every car had if all the cars were equal, Max Verstappen will wipe the floor with everyone. Let's be real. As we're on board with Piastri, getting a good slipstream off the Sauber driver. I don't know who it was, Hulkenberg or Bortoletto, one of the two. As Piastri's on at that time. He's done onto the mediums, which would be more of a. This is more of a race than for Oscar Piastri, done onto the medium, so it would never beat Norris's time with the medium tyre. It's not all about that though, it's just different scenarios, isn't it? So almost 5 minutes yet. It is Norris, Alonso, Piastri, Russell, Verstappen, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Colapinto, Hulkenberg, Berman, Antonelli, Bortoletto, Lawson, Ocon, Sainz, Albon, Stroll, Dazzin, Isaac Hadjar. If I'm Isaac Hadjar, I'm not really taking the Red Bull seat next season. Far too early for me. Plus, you need to have a look at Red Bull's engines as well, how the engine's going to do as well. That's probably why he is tempted to take it. But I still think it'd be Verstappen and Tsunoda for Red Bull next year. Lewis Hamilton's on the hard compound tyre, which is for the race strategy as well. Isn't it funny that I said with Lewis Hamilton, when he went to Ferrari straight away, it would never work out. Will never work out. Didn't work out for Sebastian Vettel, didn't work out for Fernando Alonso. So what makes you think it will work out for Lewis Hamilton? And the explanation I got is Lewis Hamilton. I mean, what does that mean? What does that mean? It's Lewis Hamilton. I did tell you all Hamilton would not work at Ferrari, but I did say Hamilton would join Ferrari because of the retirement pension. Is this the mistakes Hamilton made this season? That's not Lewis Hamilton. How can Hamilton make such rookie mistakes on circuits? Tells you everything, doesn't it? Tells you everything he needs to retire. I said it with Vettel. Don't get me wrong, I did say it with Vettel and Michael Schumacher. When the time has came, the time has came. Alonso's unbelievable, man. I think Alonso's definitely older than Lewis Hamilton. And Alonso's still not making rookie mistakes like Hamilton is this season. Alonso's just enjoying it. He's just loving it. As you see, Oscar Piastri, replay. Yeah, he just went onto the dirt, didn't he, Piastri? But yeah, so far, the early indications are Lando Norris certainly will have the advantage in qualifying. But it's all about the race, isn't it? Race is completely different to qualifying. So does Lando Norris having the pace at the moment for qualifying. It's the race for me where Lando Norris is still weak, getting off the line. And he needs to start off well, Norris, as well. He needs to start off the Dust Grand Prix well. Did well against Max Verstappen last year, where he had a bad start to the Dust Grand Prix, and then Norris ended up dominating the Grand Prix after he made the move on Verstappen. Is he going to get that same look with Piastri if he does have a bad start to the race off the line? No, in my opinion. So it's vital on the race start for me that Norris is ahead of Piastri, because if Piastri is ahead of Norris, I don't see Norris overtaking Piastri unless Norris pulls up a masterclass again, like the Hungarian Grand Prix, where Piastri might go for a 2-stop strategy and Norris will go for a one-stop strategy. But I don't think that will work this time. So it probably is going to be a 2-stopper. Depends on what strategy you go for. Depends on the weather as well. If it's going to be dry or wet as well. If it's wet, then it levels things up, doesn't it? But then McLaren in the wet conditions have still been far ahead, haven't they? Regardless. As the checkered flag is out for practice 2. I'll just wait until the checkered flag is out for everyone. I think it's going to stay like this, in the standings anyways for practice 2. But just in case something happens. Nah, it's done stay. It's done stay like this, isn't it? And there we go. So the Practice 2 standings is Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, Charles Leclerc, Cole Pinto, Hulkenberg, Berman, Antonelli, Bortoletto, Lawson, Ocon, Sainz, Albon, Stroll, Dazzy, and Isaac Hadjar. So massive appreciation to everyone for tuning in and watching. Feel free to thoughts. I meant to say, stay tuned for later on tonight, where I'll be doing the Leicester first Burnham Watchalong. And yeah, I'll see you all there.